Yeah, it was great start to the game. Max gave us exactly what we needed. That was the whole goal with starting him, was just, let us settle in a little bit. Loved the pressure that we put on Gackle. I mean, that's one of the best arms in the country, and felt like we had him on his heels, and he had to really work. And we got in that bullpen and liked where we were at. But when we've struggled this year, it's been the big inning, and it's been the inability to have a shutdown inning. So, just talk to the team, and I don't believe in moral victories. Haven't done it all year. That's a game that we should win. I felt like we did enough to win the game. Credit to Arkansas. They had a good plan there in the middle part of the game, and got away from us a little bit. So this group's resilient, and we get a crack tomorrow. That's the beauty of baseball. You get to come back and compete tomorrow against a really good Northeastern team.
Questions for our student athletes. Max, how were you feeling tonight? Sorry. Wendell Scranton, Springfield Daily Citizen. Max, how were you feeling tonight? Did you think 4 was about your tops, or did you feel like you could have had more innings?
I think I gave it all I had out there. I think, I left it all out there. I don't think any more or any less is good for me. I think what Hawk said, me opening up the game and just giving us a chance, giving us a shot early is the best thing for us. So, I think I just left it all out there tonight.
Bryce, kind of assess your game on the big stage, 3 hits, including that leadoff home run. How are you feeling, and how do you go forward from this, facing elimination tomorrow?
I think that being in the leadoff spot in our lineup is a big deal for me. I think getting on base with those guys behind me is my main focus, and I was able to put some good swings on the ball tonight.
Just kind of talk a little bit, Matt, Bryce, if you would, about facing the Arkansas Arms, tough pitching staff. Just what's the challenge when you face those guys?
Yeah, they got really good stuff. That's why they're there. And just going up there with a committed approach and doing a lot of work behind the scenes and just kind of letting it fly out there.
Max, what was working for you today? It seemed like that slider, that curveball that you were throwing was really keeping them off. I mean, is that something you sensed before the start that would be successful, or something you found maybe in the early innings?
Yeah, spin for me this year has been big on the pitching side. I've had a good curveball this year and had a good slider, so I think that's something I lean on a lot. But also I think me getting the fastball up just sets up those off-speed pitches to get them where I want them.
Anything else for the student athletes? All right, guys, go ahead and catch up with the team. Thank you guys so much. Questions for
Coach, big moment in the game is 3-0 in the fourth. You have the bases loaded, and it looks like a ball's headed to left field, and they make a play. How pivotal was that at that point in the game?
Yeah, and then they went and scored after that, so you definitely felt a little swing of momentum. But we had some loud outs. Not only that one, but Tag Gollard's swing there off McIlvain late. That was a really nice play by Pompey. So that's the game of baseball. If you can hit it on the nose and it doesn't go your way. But I like the fight out of our offense. I thought Slater threw the ball well too, gave us a shot, kept us in the game. But again, just too many miscues and let the game get away from us a little bit there.
Any temptation to run Max back out to start the fifth?
I took a visit that inning, and I know Max well, and he was on fumes, I could tell, and just asked him to empty it to get out of that inning. And man, he made some big pitches, punched out some really good hitters up and down that lineup, and it was time. I don't know what his max pitch count was this year, but it was getting pretty close. And that's a kid we ask a lot of. He plays the outfield, he DHs, he's been a reliever, he's been a guy that's taken the ball 2-3 times a week, and then he's also started games for us. So we had a good pulse on it. And again, if you look at the box score, and we told ourselves that we pitched Max, Brock, Charlton, Slater, and Wade in the game, we would do that 10 times over and expect to win.
Last one for me, just assess the matchup with Northeastern, and who is your starting pitcher likely to be?
We'll go with Schaff tomorrow. Obviously, he's been our number one for a little while now, so we feel confident with him on the mound. And Northeastern is, that's a program that's experienced. They're in the postseason a lot. They got a really good coach, and they play a brand of baseball that's fast. So we gotta limit the free bases and be on the attack. And our offense, we just gotta be who we are and take it one pitch, one inning at a time.
Aside from just Arkansas getting to a different pitcher, I mean, did you notice anything different with maybe their approaches at the plate in that fifth inning where they scored the 6 runs?
If you look at offense, it's ultimately a game of mistakes. You're never trying to hit a pitcher's best pitch in the best location. You're hoping he misses in the middle of the plate. I always use the analogy that the line of scrimmage in baseball is the strike zone, and we left way too many pitches in the middle of the plate that inning. And they're a good offense. They're a well-coached offense. They were prepared, and they weren't going to miss them, and that's what happened.
And you mentioned you guys getting to Gacko a little bit early. I mean, he's had some early game struggles throughout the year. Is that something maybe you told the team, like, hey, if we can jump on him early, we really give ourselves a chance here?
That's our identity. There's no doubt when teams face us, they know that they're going to have to go through the ringer 1 through 9, and we're a tough offense. But the mindset going in against Gacko's a really good pitcher with really good stuff. I was just telling our team, you got to take your best swing as often as you can. If you get to 2 strikes, just battle and work the pitch count up, and that's exactly what we did. So again, I love the start out of our group. I felt like we were comfortable playing, in the postseason, in the environment against a really good team. That's what we got to build on going into tomorrow.